Hi, this is Cynthia DiVincenti, Head of Government Relations at National Flood Services, and I'm here to talk about NFIP reauthorization. NFIP authority is set to expire at midnight, September 30th. Congress is currently out of session for their August recess, scheduled to return to work on Monday, September 9th, leaving only 15 legislative days from when they return until September 30th. I'm going to walk through the top 5 questions to help clarify what's going on with NFIP authorization and how a lapse could impact the NFIP. Will the NFIP be reformed reauthorized before midnight, September 30th? House Financial Services Committee passed a bipartisan bill from Chairman Waters and Ranking Member McHenry, and we believe this will be the legislative vehicle that might see movement when Congress returns in September. It is likely to see some amendments to address additional items from the legislation introduced in July by Senator Menendez and Representative Pallone in both the Senate and the House. However, with only 15 legislative days to get work done, the most likely scenario is another extension of the current NFIP authority. In the event that Congress doesn't get this done, we are prepared to respond to a lapse. What happens during a lapse of NFIP authority? Impact depends on if it's an existing policy or a new application. There is no impact to active policies in force. Existing policies remain in force and fully active. Policyholders are still protected, can file a claim, and can receive claim payments during a lapse. However, there are limitations to the ability to issue new policies, process endorsements to add or increase coverage, or renew policies. If NFIP authority lapses, NFIP insurers cannot issue new policies or endorsements to increase or add coverage if the application or endorsement request and premium payment dates are on or after October 1st. Issue renewal billing premium notices on or after October 1st, or issue renewal policies if the renewal billing premium notice wasn't issued prior to October 1st, or if the premium is received after October 1st and after the 30-day grace period. If a lapse occurs, NFIP insurers must follow the guidance provided by FEMA. What can be done during a lapse in NFIP authority? Despite limits during the lapse, normal business functions can take place for all active policies in force, including cancellations, non-monetary endorsements, refund endorsements, and claims, which will be handled and paid as usual. Claims for policies which cannot be issued due to the lapse may be investigated under a reservation of rights letter or non-waiver agreement up to the point of payment. NFS will continue to operate our payment receipt service. We will accept payments as usual, but may be unable to issue the policy or renewal until the NFIP is reauthorized. Upon reauthorization, we will issue policies at the earliest effective date consistent with NFIP rules and regulations and the provisions of the reauthorization. What new business and endorsements to increase or add coverage can be processed during the lapse? For applications and endorsements for which the standard 30-day or one-day waiting period applies that were dated on or before October 1st and premium is received within 10 days of that date, the policy or endorsement request may be issued and will become effective on the requested effective date. For applications and endorsements for loan closings prior to the lapse with no waiting period, if the application or endorsement is made prior to or at the time of closing and payment from the policyholder is received within 10 days of the closing date or within 30 days if issued from escrow, title company, or settlement attorney, then the policy or endorsement will be issued effective with the requested closing date. For applications or endorsements on loans closing after the lapse, if the application or endorsement is dated prior to the lapse and the application, endorsement, and premium is received within 10 days of the application date for policyholder payments and within 30 days for escrow, title company, or settlement attorney payments, then the policy or endorsement will be issued as of the requested closing date. What renewals can be processed during a lapse? Renewals will be processed for policies with renewal offers, billing notices issued prior to October 1st, and the renewal premium is received before or within the 30-day grace period. The same rule applies on an underpayment notice issued before the lapse. Renewals requesting increased coverage are handled in 2 ways. If the increased coverage request is within the inflation factor or the next higher PRP coverage option on the renewal offer billing notice issued prior to October 1st, the policy may be renewed upon payment as long as it's within the 30-day grace period. If the increased coverage request is higher than the inflation factor or the next higher PRP coverage option, the policy renewal must be handled through the new policy or request to increase add coverage process covered earlier. We will keep you informed about the NFIP reauthorization through emails, pop-ups and banners on our portals, and through our social media posts. Hope you found this information helpful, as it is our goal at NFS to keep our stakeholders informed. Thank you.